I think there's so many fucking powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied. Air quotes.
I feel like there are countless influential people listed in these circles. So many of them attended what you might call parties, air quotes intended, and many of them were at Diddy's events. Have you been following the trial closely? Oh yes. The trial raised questions about whether decisions were influenced by certain factors and who received the benefit of the doubt in court. Do you think hip-hop culture was judged as harshly as Sean Combs? Not really. If I stayed silent, people would assume the culture condoned his actions because nobody spoke up. Staying quiet can make it seem like the entire community approves. Now, Joe Rogan and 50 Cent have stirred up more chaos at a time when Diddy's situation is already complicated. They're suggesting that a few more high-profile figures might face scrutiny, making it seem like the fallout has only just begun. Headlines report Diddy received a 4-year sentence from Judge Aaron Supermayan for 2 lesser charges out of 5, but other issues still loom over the case. The story is far from over. Rogan and 50 Cent are now throwing out names, highlighting people close to Diddy who could potentially feel the pressure next. First on the list, Meek Mill. Honestly, no one seemed shocked because from the very beginning, Meek was visibly close to Diddy, attending major events and private celebrations back when everything still looked glamorous. Once the RICO rumors started circling, fans noticed Meek quickly shifting his stance and creating distance, and the timelines picked up on that change immediately. Remember when he posted on X, speaking boldly and making it clear he had nothing to do with any accusations tied to Diddy? He said his voice carried global power as a black man from the streets, calling himself a king answerable to no one. The message was strong, but many people interpreted it as damage control, like he was trying to stay ahead of whatever information might surface next. After Diddy received the 4-year sentence, Meek reinforced his position, insisting he never participated in anything connected to those alleged mansion parties and that blogs were dragging his name into scandals he had no knowledge of. The issue is that people's memories of certain nights haven't faded, and the internet clings to photos and stories like hard evidence, whether they're accurate or not. That infamous 27th birthday party in Vegas keeps resurfacing. Diddy reportedly went all out, luxury venue, cinematic setup, and Meek was front and center, coordinated outfits, dramatic entrances, dancers, and over-the-top production. Later, stories spread describing chaotic scenes and questionable details, with online rumors claiming leaked audio sent the internet into a frenzy. Meek dismissed it completely, saying the audio was fake, manipulated by AI, and pushed by people trying to destroy his reputation. He firmly denied everything. Still, some insiders suggested someone at the party secretly recorded audio, while most people were passed out. Graphic descriptions circulated online, including claims of overheard sounds and recordings made outside a room. Jaguar Wright even alleged that Nicki paid a bodyguard to leak the audio, claiming it was recorded at a so-called freak-off in Calabasas, though none of this has been officially verified. There are claims that someone was holding on to that information, waiting for the right moment to drop it. The idea is that it wouldn't have been named as Diddy back then, but now that Diddy is already exposed, why not let it fly? Still, all of this remains unverified and sits firmly in rumor territory, not proven fact. Old clips have also resurfaced. Some argue that none of this is meant as a diss, suggesting Meek actually enjoys being mentioned and benefits from the attention. There are even moments circulating online where Diddy jokingly calls Meek Daddy, which only fueled more speculation, even though context often gets lost once clips hit the internet. Meek at one point offered a $100,000 reward for an investigation, but no receipts were ever shown, which kept comment sections buzzing like armchair detectives without any real case files. Meek's current stance is that while he was around the chaos, he never crossed any lines and stayed clear of anything questionable, simply being present without participating. Clips of friendly exchanges, Diddy praising him, calling him Daddy, and showing public affection, only add to the confusion. Fans are now questioning which version Meek wants people to believe, the one where he claims he was never really there, or the one where he admits he showed up but stayed out of trouble, because the internet never forgets. At the same time, whispers continue that Diddy might cooperate or tell more, though that talk is completely unconfirmed. Despite the lack of solid evidence, Meek's name keeps getting pushed as someone who could be next, even though there's more smoke than paperwork. That's why it makes sense to treat all of this as online chatter until actual court filings or verified reports say otherwise. Then another name entered the rumor cycle, Oprah. That instantly made people pause, given how powerful her brand is and how complex her history has been. Online users are attempting to connect her to alleged freak-off circles, but those claims live entirely on social media with no official confirmation, so they stay in the rumor lane. Much of the speculation relies on past associations, like old photos with Harvey Weinstein before his crimes were fully exposed. Critics argue many people in Hollywood knew, but that's hindsight speculation. The only concrete evidence available is public appearances and photographs, which don't prove wrongdoing, though some feel she should have spoken out sooner. There's also the South Africa school controversy, where Oprah invested heavily in a leadership academy. Months after it opened, serious allegations emerged involving a dorm matron. Prosecutors accused Tina Virginia Makopo of indecent assault and criminal injury against students, charges she denied. That case was real, serious, and widely reported. Now those old accusations are being dragged back into the conversation, with some claiming Oprah knew more than she admitted, but again, that remains speculation unless new verified evidence surfaces. Figures like Jaguar Wright and Dr. Umar have suggested Oprah holds quiet but significant power in the industry, which feeds theories about protection and influence. Still, that's commentary, not legal documentation. Old photos and clips placing Oprah in circles that overlapped with Diddy's world are resurfacing, and people are connecting dots whether or not they truly connect. It's the internet's favorite game: pin faces on a board, draw lines between them, and call it a pattern, even when it may just be famous people crossing paths at the same events. Here's the fair perspective: talking about associations is one thing, but accusing someone of a crime is entirely different. Unless credible sources provide verified documents or official charges, all of this remains rumor and opinion. This isn't about shielding anyone, it's about responsible reporting. Accuracy matters, especially when stakes are so high. One key takeaway is how quickly old headlines resurface whenever a new scandal emerges, and anyone even tangentially involved can get pulled into the spotlight without new evidence. That's why it's essential to separate speculation from verified reporting, particularly when such high-profile names are involved. Some guests are canceling interviews to avoid being blacklisted by powerful figures like Oprah, Tyler Perry, or Steve Harvey. Another name in the rumor mill is Stevie J, whose involvement hits closer to music history because he's deeply connected to Bad Boy Records. Stevie didn't just attend events, he helped shape the sound, producing major records that defined an era. When federal authorities raided Diddy's properties, Stevie was one of the first to speak publicly, calling Diddy his brother and staying loyal when many others went quiet. While at Diddy's Miami mansion, Stevie experienced the law's presence firsthand, yet remained vocal and supportive. This raised questions: is it unshakable loyalty, or is he too tied into pivot? Whispers suggest Stevie attended the alleged freak-offs, the same events fueling online stories. These remain allegations without court-confirmed evidence. Lil Rod's civil lawsuit directly names Stevie, claiming he helped coordinate women for the parties, but the legal system still needs to evaluate these claims. Rumors circulate, clips appear, context gets lost, and nothing stands verified, yet Stevie continues to publicly support Diddy. Some call it admirable loyalty, others risky. Then the timeline shifted with Ashton Kutcher, who faced scrutiny for old party footage showing him laughing and dancing at famous, all-white events. His brief pause when asked about it on Hot Ones fueled further speculation. People haven't forgotten his and Miller's letters supporting Danny Masterson, who was later convicted, leading Ashton to step down from an organization he co-founded. That move made many question his judgment and awareness of the circles he moved in. Rumors also began swirling about Diddy-related tapes and who might appear on them, but again, these are unverified claims without public documentation. Ashton stated he was just a guest at those events, yet the streets still ask, how deep did it go? Without clean, verifiable evidence, it's all speculation layered over old party footage. This is where balance matters. Being close to someone doesn't equal guilt, and vibes aren't proof. Quick online verdicts can be misleading. The only thing that truly settles questions is hard evidence, not edits, captions, or pauses in interviews. Next in the rumor cycle is Naomi Campbell. Her name surfaces whenever Diddy and Epstein are mentioned, which sparks intense online debate. Epstein's crimes are well documented, but whispers claim Diddy also hosted private island events, raising questions about celebrity involvement. Some rumors suggest Naomi did more than attend, allegedly facilitating introductions, offering modeling promises, and having participants sign NDAs. Some posts even paint her as a madam, serious accusations that require solid proof, not opinion. One clip shows Naomi admitting she knew Epstein but denying knowledge of underage abuse. Fans interpreted this as evasive, though denial stands unless contradicted by verified facts. Other rumors claim Diddy and Naomi dated in the early 2000s, that she attended wild parties, and later deleted her social posts, a pattern fans call detective work, based on disappearing photos and quiet accounts. Public gestures, like Diddy flying to London to celebrate Naomi's honorary doctorate, show closeness but not wrongdoing. The fair stance is that Naomi has faced scrutiny due to proximity and power networks, but proximity alone doesn't equal guilt. Until authorities provide verified evidence, all of this remains rumor and commentary. It's also true that famous circles overlap: fashion, music, media, and the same faces often appear in the same rooms. That overlap can make stories seem connected even when they aren't. And when one person faces real charges, narratives snowball quickly. Right now, online timelines ask, if investigators expand, how many more names could surface in subpoenas or interviews, and which stories will withstand scrutiny? That's the reality of high-profile cases, not wishful thinking. Speculation is loud, but truth requires documents, witnesses, and courts, none of which the internet provides. The bigger pattern: when a major figure faces legal trouble, it ripples through everyone in their orbit. Platforms like Joe Rogan and 50 Cent, who openly toss names into discussions, fuel conversation, but blunt talk isn't verified truth. That's why it's essential to distinguish rumor, commentary, and confirmed facts. Meek's defense against AI allegations is on record. Oprah's school controversy is documented but doesn't prove personal wrongdoing. Stevie J is involved in a civil suit and deserves due process. Ashton's letters had public consequences, yet party clips are not indictments. Naomi's proximity may stir suspicion, but suspicion isn't proof. The culture thrives on plot twists and reveals, but real accountability only comes from evidence that stands in court. Media capitalizes on tension, stitching together clips, photos, and pauses into narratives that may or may not hold up. The smartest approach for viewers is cautious curiosity. Follow developments, but don't declare a theory without receipts. Real paperwork and verified filings move differently than viral threads, and when those emerge, the truth becomes clear. Remember how many stories once felt true, only to crumble when the facts finally came out? This cycle repeats itself, and it's happening now. For those in the crosshairs, the smartest move is direct communication through official channels, not sub-tweets, half-denials, or vanishing posts. Clarity always beats speculation. Silence can be strategic, but it can also be rewritten by outsiders. Choose the path that protects what you can prove. This moment is messy, but it could be healthy if it pushes the industry towards stronger standards, less mystery, more oversight, and a culture that doesn't rely on coded whispers to enforce accountability. That's the grown-up version of the story, even as gossip tries to drag it back into chaos. The real question remains: who is truly at risk, and who is just caught in the splash? The honest answer is simple. When investigators widen the lens and verified documents appear, you'll instantly see the difference. Names move quickly from podcasts to paperwork, but until then, treat Rogan and 50 Cent's name drops as conversation starters, not conclusions. They spark debate, but without proof, they don't close the case. The internet craves a neat villain map, but life isn't a meme board. Drawing lines between photos doesn't build a case, it just makes a collage. For viewers, the smartest approach is enjoy the commentary, check the sources, and separate verified facts from speculation. This keeps you informed, keeps the culture accountable, and prevents innocent people from facing trial by hashtag before any formal accusation. For those named in rumors, responding clearly, even with a simple, no comment, or see you in court, is better than letting strangers narrate your life. If there's nothing to hide, time and evidence will handle it. If there is, it will come out once official processes begin. As for Diddy, his 4-year sentence is real, and the rest of the story will either fade or expand depending on prosecutors, civil suits, and cooperating witnesses. That's the only scoreboard that matters, not thumbnails, trending tags, or spicy clips from live streams. The public loves predicting the next person to fall, but prediction is not prosecution. We owe it to the truth to keep that line clear. When the facts arrive, we'll talk facts. Until then, this is Rumor Monitoring with guardrails, not a confetti-filled verdict party. Share your thoughts respectfully, because even big names have real families watching. When new filings or verified reports drop, that's when the conversation truly levels up. Stay sharp, stay fair, and keep your eyes on receipts, not just rumors. That's how you navigate a world full of noise.